Hello and welcome to another episode of Laptop Retrospective, and today I want to talk to you about storage. And specifically, we're going to be focusing on a little company that many of you probably have heard of called Western Digital. Now, as you can see from these drives, I've been using Western Digital for a pretty long time, and I've found that they're pretty reliable and they're pretty affordable. So when I had the opportunity and was contacted to take a look at one of their newer drives for a laptop, I simply had to say yes. Before I introduce the drive, one thing I want to make very clear is that Western Digital did provide this drive. I am not being paid for this video, nor is my opinion being purchased. So I want you to know that when we discuss this, when we look at it, when we benchmark it, all of that is 100% from my point of view, the information that I have for you. So the drive I have is known as the WD Blue SN570 NVMe SSD. And this is the 1 terabyte variant. Now, this is a nice little drive for a couple of different reasons. The first, of course, is it is NVMe, which means that you are going to get better speed and performance. This particular one is rated up to 3,500 megabytes per second. Now, keep in mind that's up to, so that's a theoretical maximum based on a variety of different factors, including the PCIe lanes that are running to your NVMe slot, as well as a couple of other things to consider. The other thing to note is that the larger the drive, generally speaking, with NVMe and SSDs, the better the performance. When we compare this to, say, like a regular SSD, that's usually about 5 times the read-write speed. Most SSDs that are in the mid-tier market that are in the 2.5-inch form factor, usually around like 540, 560 read-write. This, of course, is a M.2 2280 form factor, and if you're not familiar, 22 is the millimeters across, and 80 is the length in millimeters. So if you're wondering if your slot fits, you can measure it or check your specs. And Western Digital, of course, provides all sorts of software kits to help you set up and monitor these. But of course, what you really want to know is how well it performs. And I happen to have a laptop that requires such a performance boost. And without further ado, let's go ahead and grab this SSD's new home, this beefy workstation. Because what's a workstation without lots and lots of space? All right, so let's get these old clunkers out of the way because we're not going to be working with them today. And let's go ahead and unpack this little fellow. We can see on the back here that it contains obviously one drive, and it does require an M.2 2280 port. And of course, compatibility will vary, so you do want to make sure that you have an NVMe slot, because there are M.2 drives that are this form factor that are not NVMe. So just keep that in mind. You want to make sure that you're getting something that's compatible. So inside the box, we have a little book of words that also includes the warranty information. So we'll put that off to the side. All right, with everything laid out here, I'm going to go ahead and disassemble the laptop that's going to be used for this upgrade. And of course, before you work inside of any laptop, you want to remove any batteries that are external and then go into the BIOS and disable any internal batteries just to be on the safe side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, open this up, and then I'll show you the installation. All right, so inside this P50, things are a little different than your standard laptop. What we actually do have is a caddy that the drive needs to be installed in before it can fit into the slot. Now, most laptops will just simply have a slot that you put the drive in at about a 45-degree angle and pivot it down. Very simple. But for this and some other laptops, you will need a caddy kit, like this one right here. And all that's required is the drive is aligned, put in like so, and then screwed into place. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do very quickly for you here. And then once we've gone ahead and done that, we will be able to benchmark this drive. All right, with our drive installed, we're going to go ahead and turn everything on and see what kind of read-write speeds we can get from it. Now that we're in Windows and we open up our disk management utility, we can see that the drive has already been detected, which is fantastic news. So we are going to just say MBR and hit OK. And then we should see the disk if we scroll down here. And there's our unallocated space. And we are just going to tell it to create a new simple volume so Windows can detect it. And we will give it the drive letter E. And we're going to format it with NTFS settings. And there we go. Just as quick as that. And we can see that we have a whopping amount of space all ready to go. Now, the only other thing to do, of course, is to see what kind of speeds we can get from that drive. So let's do that now. All right, so we've got Crystal Disk set up with the following parameters. We have the test type as NVMe SSD. We're going to set the profile to peak performance to see how high we can actually get that number to go. And we're going to leave everything else the way that it is and see what happens. All right, unsurprisingly, in peak performance, this thing rips. And we can see the read speed is exactly what it says on the box. The write speed, of course, is going to be lower. That's understandable. And you can see all the different test types there if you're super duper curious. I am going to run this just one more time, but I am going to change the test profile. And we're going to put it on real-world performance, just to see if that number changes in any way, shape, or form. Under real-world conditions, according to Crystal Disk, it's around 2432, and the write is around 2219. It really doesn't matter how you shake it, this is really good performance, especially at the price that the WD Blue series is actually marketed at. And I think that's one of the important takeaways that I hope that you get, is that it is an excellent balance between the price that you're paying and the performance that you get. I don't think that there would be too many people that would be unhappy with using this as storage or even a boot drive. If you want any more information, I'll leave some links in the description down below. I do obviously want to thank Western Digital for sending me the SN570. It seems like a really solid piece of kit, and I'm really glad that it's now in this P50 because the drives that came with it were really tiny, and I need more storage. And who knows, maybe I'll install the OS on it just to get that extra boost of performance, because the other M.2 style drive in there is much smaller, and I know the read-write speeds on this are going to be much, much better. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do have any questions about the WD Blue SN570 NVMe SSD, make sure you're leaving those questions in the comments down below. I would love to hear your experiences with them as well. And as always, I will encourage you to do the big four, please. Like the video, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And the next time I get the opportunity to feature something from Western Digital or another SSD, I will be happy to share it with you, and then you'll be the first to know about it. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.